One of the most confusing pair of words in English is during and while. People often make mistakes such as during I was on holiday, I visited many places, or we wrote a test while the lesson. These are bad sentences because you don't use the words correctly. So let's clarify. During is a preposition. So after during, you use a noun or a noun phrase. For example, look here, during is followed by a noun. During we wrote a test during the lesson. During plus noun phrase. So during is just a preposition. You can say before the lesson, after the lesson, for the lesson, and from the lesson. So during is just a preposition after which you use a noun. So don't use a sentence after the word during, like during I was working. This is not good. During what? During the lesson, during my holiday, during the wedding party, everybody had a good time. And the second word is while, and while is not a preposition. While is a conjunction, subordinating conjunction. That means that after the word while, you use a whole sentence, two sentences, in fact. For example, you can say while she was sleeping, I was reading a book. So while the first sentence, she was sleeping, and then the second sentence, I was reading a book. So never say while holiday, during holiday, like we said before, because you say during plus noun, during holiday, right? But then again you say while sentence, while I was doing something, he was listening to music. While she was sleeping, I was reading a book. And so this is the first pattern of using the subordinating conjunction while. Why do I say subordinating conjunction? Because the whole sentence headed by while says when I was reading the book. So this is like adverbial of time, telling you when something happened. The other possible use of the word of the conjunction while is while plus verb with the suffix ing. For example, while driving, I listened to music. Or you can say, while driving, I was listening to music. So when do you use two sentences after while, like here? While she was sleeping, I was reading a book, two sentences after while. And sometimes you use only the verb plus the suffix ing. So when the whole sentence is about the same person, one and the same subject, then you don't have to use two sentences. Instead of saying while I was driving, which would be correct too, but instead of saying this while I was driving, you can say while driving I listened to music, or I was listening to music. And then so both parts of the sentence refer to the same person. To me, I was the driver, the agent, the performer of the action. So while driving, I don't have to add another complete predicate to that. On the other hand, when you have two sentences, they are about different people. You have two different subjects. She is the subject of the first clause, the first sentence, and I am the subject of the second sentence. So when you have two different people involved, then you use two sentences. To summarize, during is a preposition, just like before, after, during my work, after my work, before my work, right? For my work, from my work. So here work is used as a noun. During what? During my work. Okay, during my work I talk to customers. And in the second one, the second sentence, while working, it means while I am working. So it refers to the same person, the first and second part of the sentence. You don't have to repeat twice the same verb group. So while working, or while I work, I talk to customers. You could also say, while I work, you take a rest. This would also be possible to say that. So to summarize, after, during, always use a noun phrase, an expression which answers the question what, right? During the wedding party, during the lesson, during my holiday. Okay? And after while, you can either use the verb with ing inflectional ending, while working, while sleeping, and of course then there is the other sentence, while sleeping, I often listen to music, while working, I always listen to the radio. And when you talk about two different people, then you are obliged to use two different verb groups, two different sentences, two different subjects with two different predicates, two different persons with two different complete verb phrases. While I was doing something, she was having fun. So that's as much as while and during go.